halfbacks here. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Finds his target down the middle. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. The option look. The pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every day. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. Runs through the tackle. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions, pitching at that time. That's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the 1st down.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a 1st down for Houston. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They want to run this quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Lacy. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle. That forces the negative play.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Houston! The 1st points of the day.
We knew this offense wanted to be aggressive, and on the very first drive of the game, they dial up the go route. They know they've got the speed outside, able to win one-on-one, and they didn't waste any time calling that play. Really nice job being aggressive early, and they cap it off with a score.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Trying the left side. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Beckman. There's the pressure. He's got the back in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. He goes right back to the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball drop out and fall to the ground.
That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Mark. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Wants to throw it again. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They're dealing with a second and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense
I really want to catch the beginning of the year high school.
To the ground to try to pick up the
see what's going to be high.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
At the beginning of the football year, they always be high school. They always broadcast high school football games. Again, preseason for them, preseason for the NFL and stuff.
They'll get it down to the 10.
College game season on start too. So high
Going to
school
work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
For the
Wants to
game,
throw. It's Beckman.
go to the homecoming.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on third down. He's got it and still on his feet. And a big
I wish they could play closer
but it didn't stop him
instead
from
of
getting
playing
the
so far
first
back.
down. And the Canes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. This offense has had the ball so long, the opposing offense was still using a pacifier the last time they had it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Punts it out of the air. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. Looking for the score. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to run the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This quarterback part of their running game. Picks up the first down. Finding some room.
He's fast enough.
Out of trouble just like that. From deep in his own end into plus territory. They mark it at the 49.
There's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. On the option. He'll keep it again on the option. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. He'll love one deep down the left side. Caught. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Touchdown Cougars, and they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
You know, I think they're going to get the return run.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll go to the fullback. Shakes off the defender. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
Right down the weekday.
This fullback, he's part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well, running between the tackles. He shows you there.
Yeah, I normally have to work on my birthday. I just started taking off.
The clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half.
Not everything was clean, and it won't be clean the next day. If they're going to be right there, I'm not member. Unless you know what you try to offer it, they can.
I'll get it. Whatever we go play on the down for it.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down.
You're so talented.
No, this was. I tripped all over the
Kenny Tompkins comes onto the field.
Yeah, that's
Put together a drive.
fine.
Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They look to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
I would like to what I'm seeing. Everything I'm seeing.
To the air, it's Wegman. Finds his back in the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Working on the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets into the 30. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. The short hands. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 4 wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throwing right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the...
A shot toward the end zone. Can't complete the long.
You quit.
I don't like losing. I want to take the process. Don't get my point. Not because I accidentally leveled me down. Try. You know that I was heavy down before you even come home.
And the Mountaineers will kick off first, and here we go.
You gonna take everything to your girl?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
It was on the spin. You really gonna have to worry him out. You really gonna have to sit there and hold him and worry him out.
Motion from the wide receiver. Brought down wide at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Yeah, you can tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He's got it. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
You are
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blows.
Tripped up for the tackle. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Shows him the stiff arm. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Arch is going to throw for it. That's caught. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running to Green. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Houston wants to play fast.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam, next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Maybe a little long for a field goal. Definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. It'll be a draw. Past the 45.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
To throw, Manning. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Run inside. It's Jackson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Open on the right side, that's Smith.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here comes the heat. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Arch to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Mountaineers in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Manning. Here's a heat. It's a fumble on the play. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Trying to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. I know some teams have an aversion to punting. It's sort of the new wave of football. But giving the other team this... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man, it's Fafita. Throws to the tight end. With the catch, it's Finley. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this 1st half closes out.
This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
Bro. Why you gotta play with me like this?
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. And he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. They pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Gonna look downfield again. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Off play action. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they've will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Arch Madness. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Open on the left side is Smith. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Oh, he makes the catch. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Former, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Art's going to spin it again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Running inside, it's Jackson. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And he makes the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Fafita. He lost one down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Throwing Manning. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And he couldn't save the down or the yardage after the intentional grounding call. It'll be second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
Are you serious, bro?
He's loose down the middle. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Once he got some room, it was over. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Goes to the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. West Virginia has it, the offense ready to go to work. Here's Manning to throw. The short hands, it's Jackson. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up second and 4. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Manning to the air again. Trying to bull his way in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the option. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Now the play fake. Fires one high and deep. Got it down the field. Lots of room to run. Pass the touchdown, Houston. Hello. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who's going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Arch is going to throw for it. Taken in by Smith on the right side. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. To the air, it's Manning. Grabbed over the middle, it's Singleton. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Quick step and go. Still on his feet at the 45. He's running free down the middle. And he's slipping through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, West Virginia. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good.
I'm the reason I'm playing for my points. So, you know, quick you don't get all your points off and stuff.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the ground game. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the back.
These niggas playing like they sleep.
It's Lacey, and they're able to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They'll run play action.
Okay. And he let him get up on me. I can't believe it. How?
Trying to take it back.
You realize that up under the dude.
Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love that you stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the window. Going to the ground. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Manning. Got his man. He's down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You really tried it.
Tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first one, so he had the ball in his hand. But because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. At that time, the quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Complete in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver going in motion.
Can't play both
Gets
of
it
them.
into the end zone for a touchdown.
And holy cow, that should do it. And you talk about upsets, man. This is one of the best ones we've seen in a while. Like, nobody gave this team a chance. Nobody thought this QB could carry him. Nobody thought they could score enough points. Palmer, this is massive. This is like Appalachian State, Michigan. This is one of the best upsets we've seen in college football.
And what a statement by the quarterback to come into
sound like
this
he's
kind of
sorry.
environment against
West
this
Virginia.
opponent and play
Fuck
as
me.
well as he did. The most impressive thing to me, I think, was just his poise.
I ain't never heard of you
and all this.
compared to West
People say,
Virginia.
yeah, he was playing with house money, nothing to lose.
Coach, you gotta
He
talk.
played with extreme confidence, made the plays they needed to make. Now, if you're this team, you have got to build on this momentum. What an impressive upset win.
The give to the tailback. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Off the boot,
my
looking for his
balls,
man. He wants a big play here late.
He green
Sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least
He
put a
clipped
positive
it.
spin on the
Yeah.
end of this game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play. So this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could
How
get
you
the
know this
defense
game
to
shit?
freeze for a split second. And that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, will go.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well.
Two more receivers like Mark Sharp.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Paul.
A tall wide receiver. A tall, lanky wide receiver. Not put my prescription. Tall, lanky wide receiver. Go to school. Go to Archie. I think I told him. That was good. How you doing? I get that RG3. They're the same color. Are these cars like an upgrade? I think so. I think a lot of those cars. It's basically a sword. Let's see. You don't let me stop this shit, or I really do. Let me see. I want that RG3 car so bad. I already got it now. Yeah, it's still on there. Nothing wrong. Yeah, it's it. I ain't better get RG3 car. Man, this is double janky, bro. Never again. Yeah, it's a decent car. Got a speed of 1985. Yeah, triple zero. Good. I do need defensive for me. I got offensive for it. Yo, Diddy! What's up? And alright. Bang your face. Bye you. I'll never do that again. Actually, it is fun. Don't be no players, bro. It's just a waste of time. Crazy play. It's crazy play. Which will more stand out 18. Pretty crazy. Who Jeremy Shockey is? I rather have Jeremy Shockey. Jeremy Shockey, like, he's better football player than him. Oh, he's better. How you got Jeremy Shockey? Oh, and then the wide receiver. Swapping out the Mark Felch. The guy close so close. I need him to hate some people, right? Oh, I actually have to pay for this. I didn't know that. cleats. There.
Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Throwing Reed. Makes the grab. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. It makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Skips away from pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. The option, the keeper. Bounced right back to them.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the football, going to get a turnover. And the offense falls off.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. This is a designed run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And now you just completely flipped how I play defense. I'm not really worried about the quarterback running the football. I'm like, okay, he's number 3 or 4 on my list of who I think can beat me. But now he does that. Now it puts it in the back of my mind. I got to think about it. I got to stay home. I got to stay disciplined. Nice little curveball by the offense.
And the Cougars getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Now on the option. The give to the back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch, and he didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to.
Goes high to pull it in. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Oh, they're after him. Breaks loose. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll run the option. He'll keep it on second down. There's a crease. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Here comes the option. Quick toss. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. They'll run it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's Reed to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Nice run there. Picks up a few and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
And the Hurricanes
love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Reed buying some time. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And the Canes will take it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. The option look. He'll do it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, I love running quarterbacks, but I get it when people are conservative about it, because this is why. Because they do have a tendency to fumble the football more. They don't work on those drills every day, like running backs, taking care of that thing, wrapping it up, and you can see it there, and he coughed it up.
Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Reed. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you've got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up.
He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would... Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll give it to him again. Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Running inside. It's Clark. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. On the option. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They get him down after he makes the catch. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Moving out to the right. He hits the slide, and he's converted this 4th down to keep the drive moving.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Makes the catch, it's Brown. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40, they'll mark it at the 39. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lynch. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, but that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing Reed. Looking to scramble. It's complete on the right side. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Clark. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Escapes the pressure going right. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the 1st down.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass. But how about saving your best when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. He's going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Getting it to the red zone is great. Getting it in the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Canes. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole. Slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Tie game, 4th quarter. Plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Goes to the option. The keeper on the option. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Might have a chance. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Quarterback on the keeper. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete.
NCAA playoffs always got to be janky, bro. It's a wide open. How you miss the pass?
Statistically for this quarterback, but his decision making has been good enough.
Gee, all politics.
A lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open,
wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it,
Ridiculous,
brings
bro.
losing into the equation. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
You dropped the water?
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
All you got to put in NCAA hands.
Here's Reed to throw. Got his man on the right. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Lynch. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Cougars will use their 1st timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration in that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Lynch. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the bluebirds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Trying to run, it's Miller. Maybe some room here. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So now on comes the field goal unit. It'll all be decided right here. Win
I was telling you
or
to miss
lose
the
on this
fucking
kick.
wheel about. It's a late for a shoot.
He got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ballgame. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
Not exactly a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't overcome the offensive struggles and come up short.
And that's a bad feeling here in the offense because you see your defense time and time again getting stops, giving you the football back and giving you an opportunity. The offense, they just couldn't pull their own weight.
I hear you. It's a bad feeling for the offense, but it really sucks for us as defense because we got to keep going back on the field time and time again with no offensive support. A lot of times the frustration will lead on the sidelines. You'll see people getting angry, but the offense has got to do a better job.
That's going to do.
They really blew my guesses.